Israel, Hezbollah agree to ceasefire.
Russia rejects the possibility of freezing the front line and insists on Ukraine's capitulation.
The National Assembly allocates more than 122 trillion Vietnamese dongs for the development of culture in 5 years.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news. I am Hoàng Yên, and here we go, the first step of the show. A ceasefire between Israel and Iran-backed group Hezbollah will take effect on Wednesday after both sides accepted an agreement brokered by the United States and France, U.S. President Joe Biden said on Tuesday.
The ceasefire, which took effect at 4 a.m. on November 27th, is designed to permanently end hostilities. Under the terms of the ceasefire agreement, the Lebanese military and police will deploy to the border with Israel within 60 days to ensure that Hezbollah does not rebuild infrastructure there. Meanwhile, Israel will gradually withdraw its forces. Lebanese Foreign Minister Abdullah Bo Habib previously stated that the Lebanese military would be ready to deploy at least 5,000 troops to the southern region once Israeli forces pull out. On Israel's side, the government overwhelmingly voted in favor of the U.S. proposal. According to Prime Minister Netanyahu, the ceasefire will allow Israel to focus on the threat from Iran, replenish its depleted weapons supplies, provide rest for its military, and isolate Hamas in the Gaza Strip.
Russia is demonstrating its readiness to escalate the war in Ukraine, declaring its unwillingness to freeze the front line or come to a compromise. Sergei Naryshkin, the head of Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service, confirmed on 26 November.
We need long-lasting and sustainable peace for many years to come. First and foremost, this must be guaranteed for us, for Russia, and for our people. But this peace must also be guaranteed for the entire European continent, Naryshkin added. The head of the SVR emphasized that Russia is ready to negotiate. He also reiterated that the only way to ensure peace is to eliminate the root causes of the conflict in Ukraine. Earlier, in September, when highlighting the root causes of the conflict in Ukraine, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov pointed to the security threat posed to Russia by the West as it sought to draw Ukraine into its military bloc. Additionally, the discrimination against Russian-speaking communities, including laws banning the use of the Russian language, was another factor contributing to the conflict.
More than 122 trillion Vietnamese dong will be allocated for cultural development over the next 5 years, is an important content approved by the National Assembly this morning, November 27, with 430 out of 454 delegates in favor.
The National Target Program for Cultural Development in the 2025 to 2035 period will be implemented nationwide and in certain countries with long-standing cultural relations and interactions with Vietnam, where there is a large Vietnamese community living, working, and studying. In terms of funding, the central government budget will account for 63%, with 77 trillion Vietnamese dongs. The local government budget will contribute 24.6%, or 30.25 trillion Vietnamese dongs, and the remaining 12.4% will come from other sources, approximately 15 trillion Vietnamese dongs. Investments will be decentralized to give local governments greater autonomy. During the implementation process, the government will continue to balance the central budget to prioritize additional support for the program, in line with actual conditions, and will seek appropriate solutions to mobilize all legal sources of funding for its execution.
Upcoming are some updated news.
Taking the advantages of digital technology platforms, many businesses and production facilities in Nghệ An have participated in showcasing and promoting their products at fairs, forums for connecting regional agricultural product consumption, online rural markets on social media platforms, and supply-demand connection conferences organized by the Department of Industry and Trade. Currently, over 470 businesses and rural industrial establishments have joined, with a total of 7,653 products listed on the platform, attracting more than 9.2 million visits. Nghệ currently ranks 5th nationwide in terms of the number of rural industrial products introduced on electronic trading platforms.
Recently, at the Kotala Awards 2024 ceremony, the Trang and Scenic Landscape Complex in Ninh Bình Province, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, was honored in the Impactful Destination category. In 2024, Trang and tourism has made positive impacts on the green and sustainable development of the tourism industry in general and on the local community's life in particular. Notably, Trang serves as a large, living school with many visual teaching tools, from boatmen and the beautiful nature to the clean, green environment. This helps raise awareness among the community, young generations, and tourists about biodiversity conservation and the value of nature.
According to the National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting, on November 27th, due to the influence of cold air, the north and north-central regions will experience cold weather. The lowest temperatures are expected to range from 16 to 18 degrees Celsius. Many provinces in the central region will see moderate to heavy rainfall. Experts warn that thunderstorms, accompanied by tornadoes, lightning, and strong winds, could negatively impact agricultural production, uproot trees, damage houses, transportation infrastructure, and other facilities. Localized heavy rain could lead to flooding in low-lying areas, flash floods in small rivers and streams, and landslides on slopes. The risk level for natural disasters such as flash floods, landslides, and soil subsidence due to rain or runoff is level 1. Strong winds and large waves at sea may affect the operations of ships and other maritime activities.
With at least 3 major discount waves from now until the end of the year, consumers are flocking to sales, creating a vibrant atmosphere both online and offline. More in the story.
This year's Black Friday falls on November 29th, but many stores have already launched major promotions 1 week in advance to attract customers. Along major fashion streets like Nguyen Van Khu or in supermarkets, discount signs cover the sidewalks with reductions of 50 to 80%. Consumers can freely choose from a wide range of discounted products.
Some products have very high discounts, while others have smaller ones, but most of the products I need are available at good prices.
I often buy items for my husband here. The prices at this shop are quite reasonable.
This is the time for popular brands to roll out a series of attractive programs which have become a must-do to compete in the shopping race.
This is a major discount program of the year to stimulate consumer demand and promote brand recognition. Thanks to it, the stores have attracted a large number of customers, increasing awareness of their brands, which is a good sign.
In reality, many consumers have mentioned that they can easily hunt for sales year-round on e-commerce platforms without waiting for this specific occasion. The flash sale sometimes feels like a marketing trick, causing consumer expectations to gradually fade. This has forced retailers to update their strategies to truly capture the attention of buyers. Additionally, consumers are becoming more cautious with their spending and are less likely to make impulse purchases during holiday sales.
The last story to end our program today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you later.